Well, my police body camera bill is really designed to address the issue that raised body cameras as a possible solution in the first place, which is police accountability. So it's very focused on addressing the issues of police accountability. And at the same time, it's very focused on ensuring that we're protecting the long-held values around privacy and surveillance that we've had as Washingtonians for a long time. So it's really balancing those three things. It is very different than the bill that has been introduced by Representative Hansen, which is a WASPIC, the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs bill in the House, in some key ways. First of all, my bill actually continues to ensure that we really are focusing on the problem that we're trying to solve, and not broadening that into other potential uses, which could be valid uses, but those are for different bills. It's around, for example, giving officers more tools in other arenas. My bill focuses on accountability. My bill ensures that we don't give an officer the ability to record conversations and evade the Privacy Act that we have now, the surveillance and privacy protections that we have now. I think of my bill as really a pro-law enforcement bill and a pro-community bill, because what we found with body cams in other jurisdictions is when body cams have been used, for example, in Rialto, California, there was a study that was done. When body cams were used, uses of force, incidents of use of force went down by 50%, but almost as important, or perhaps even more important, 90% of there was a decrease of 90% in terms of complaints against law enforcement. For effective law enforcement to exist, there really needs to be that trust between community and law enforcement. Any bill that's going to reduce, or any technology that's going to reduce complaints against law enforcement is, in my mind, a pro-law enforcement bill. I think the other big difference, the other big protection that we have in my bill is that we don't allow police officers to just turn the cameras on and off whenever they choose. They're very strict. They have to have them all on at all times, except obviously for certain instances when they're in the bathroom or other personal places. But we make sure that there's really some structure and rigor around how those cameras are used when they're turned on and off. And I think that's a very important protection for the public. One of the things that's very important here is, again, to remember that we are trying to address a specific problem around police accountability. At the same time, we want to make sure that this is something that everyone is going to see as a tool. Law enforcement's going to see it as a tool, community is going to see it as a tool, and we can do that around the issue of accountability. We're not trying to broaden it beyond that, and I think my bill provides important protections on that. This is just one of many criminal justice issues that I hope to work on in my time in the legislature, and I'm looking forward to a very robust and important discussion around the use and the protections of body cams.